this video, I'm going to share with you what you need to know when you first start out as a brand new insurance agent so that you don't end up in the emergency room of your career and pass on. Let me tell you, you need to understand the E and the R, and we're going to go through a lot of things that you need to know that I will share with you that will help hopefully open your eyes and make you a better, more successful insurance agent that actually makes wealth and makes a good way. The E that you need to understand with the ER, okay, that a lot of people don't grasp, which is what kind of takes them into terminal velocity, is this business is not, okay, always easy. It's just not. It's the best paying hard work, but it's not easy work, okay? It's extremely rewarding when you understand how to do certain things and you've got the discipline necessary to execute on them. But I want you to understand that this business, okay, is very simple. I didn't say it's easy, but it is extremely simple, but a lot of people complicate it, okay? When you first start out, whether it's in gardening or with insurance, you've got to do the legwork, okay? If you plant tomatoes, guess what? You got to dig a hole. You got to plant some seeds. You got to water and nurture the soil, okay? And then eventually a tomato plant will pop up, okay? It's not rocket science, but you've got to have attention given to the plant. If you want to have a career that blossoms and grows into a good, fruitful, long-lasting career, you've got to understand it's going to take intention. It's going to take a form of time, okay? You've got to get the soil of your career rich, okay? You've got to understand that your business depends on you, okay? It really does. You've got to focus on how simple it really is. Not easy, but yet it's simple, okay? Focus when you first start out as an insurance agent on one singular product. It's so critical that when you first start out that you don't get your mind scattered, okay, on all these different things, all these different products, and you're like the Swiss Army knife of insurance. You're a little bit educated about everything and you're not really educated enough about one thing to make you really good. You lack confidence, you lack certainty, and then you're just not going to most likely survive because your client knows you don't really know what you're talking about yet. So it's a lot easier to focus on a singular product, get really good at it, and then segue to the next product offering. And then over the coming months and years, now you are a master of your craft. So always focus, when you first start out as a new insurance agent, focus on one singular product before you move to the next product. It's important that you master one before you move to the next. I personally made this mistake when I first started out in insurance, okay? I was shined on in a little career briefing, and then they tried to train me on everything all at once, and it's like your head's spinning. It's like, go sell annuities, go sell Medicare insurance, go sell cancer insurance, go sell indemnity insurance, go sell final expense and life and term and universal life insurance policy, and it's like, you're gone, right? And what happens is, you sell a couple products here and there, but you barely even know what you're doing, and you don't become specialized. You don't become, okay, like a heart surgeon that's highly compensated, okay, a knee surgeon, okay, a back doctor, an anesthesiologist. When you're focused on one thing, like a heart surgeon makes way more money than general practice. Okay? If you focus and niche down, the riches are in the niches. You've got to get focused on one singular product, and then once you've mastered it, focus on the next product offering. When you start out as a new insurance agent, the best path to success is to partner with a really good mentor. It is so important that you partner right, just like in marriage, right? You need to find the right partner that helps you be a better version of yourself. When you're an insurance agent, the same rule applies. You need to partner with the right agency, with the right mentor that will really invest in you, spend the time with you, know how to pick up the phone right away when you need something to, okay, help you be a better version of the insurance agent that you are so that you can propel yourself to the next level of success. A lot of insurance agents lack a good mentor. They lack good skill set, good product knowledge because they don't go through a telemastery program. If they do telesales, they don't go through a good face-to-face program and get highly educated and actually had their way about them tested so that they don't have to learn the hard way in front of people or learn the hard way, wasting money on leads. It'll cost you a lot of money if you don't have good mentorship and aren't partnered right. But I also want to chat with you about focusing, on what you are going to do. You've got to have a business plan, Do you have a plan in place, Not just warm, fuzzy thoughts. That's not going to take you to wealth and success that you want, right? You've got to have a plan in place. And then you've got to have somebody that's going to help you not let gravity happen, right? Because everybody's going to have a tough day. I never said this was going to be easy. It will be extremely rewarding, though, Don't complicate a business that's very simple, Get trained, get partnered right, get mentored right, Have good plans in place, and then what you need to do is high action, high action, high action, You want to have the income, you've got to have massive, massive levels of action. If you don't have money for leads, maybe you need to be face-to-face and knock a lot of doors or cold call, That's what you got to focus on. You got to do the hard things, if you want to make it in this industry. It's not that hard when you understand how simple it is, but you've got to have the discipline to go through the actionable steps that you need to take to have the rewarding career that you want. You're going to be bringing the checks to these sweet people through the hands of the insurance companies when they need you the most. This is one of the most rewarding professions you could ever get into if you're doing life insurance. If you're doing medical insurance, it's insanely rewarding as well. I've got a ton of Medicare insurance on the books. It takes care of me very well financially because I've been in this industry for a long, long time. Insurance and telesales combined over 2 decades, over 20 years. The passive income from even just selling final expense life insurance is explosive. It's tiny little premiums, tiny little renewals, but let me tell you, it's extremely empowering when you wake up after doing this for a couple years and you look at your checking account and go, oh, wow, that's beautiful. It's like sleeping at night, and you wake up like a kid and one little tiny snowflake does nothing, but you wake up and you open your blinds and you're like, oh, wow, everything's white and pretty. All it was is a lot of little snowflakes, that made everything gorgeous. In your career, you got to focus on the rewarding financial income opportunities that this career will provide you if you just trust it, Focus on your fundamentals. Focus on the fact that it's not always going to be easy, but it will be extremely rewarding financially, but also personally. When you sell Medicare insurance to a great person and then something horrible happens, and to know that you did the good work, you actually took care of them, to make sure that they didn't have to worry about the medical bills that would have followed if you didn't exist and you weren't a professional in their life. That's powerful to grasp. When you sell life insurance to a family and then, somebody dies and then the insurance company makes them whole, at least financially, that's extremely empowering, extremely rewarding in your heart when you're doing the good work. When you, as an insurance agent, stick and stay, it is amazing, It's very simple. The income opportunities, which you may have jumped into insurance for the income opportunities alone, it's phenomenal, You can do amazing things, In the month of March, my goodness, insane income. Look at my channel. You'll see what was accomplished in just 1 month alone, Ridiculous amounts of income you can earn just selling final expense insurance. Once you get good at final expense insurance, then add another product offering with Medicare insurance, Medicare Advantage. It's an amazing fit, and it will allow you to really capitalize on the income opportunities that you have in front of you. The freedom that it will give you. A lot of you may have hopped into this industry for the freedom to be your own boss, And it's amazing. You are your own boss, but treat yourself like an employee, Quit thinking that you're just going to I'm going to put my feet up on my desk. I'm not going to really work. I'm not going to do much. I'm going to just sit back and be a business owner without doing what business owners do. Business owners are extremely disciplined. business owners, okay, make sure that their employees work, right? So you got to treat yourself like an employee. Enjoy the freedom, but understand that you can trip up when you focus too much on the freedom and not on the fact that with freedom comes responsibility and work. Okay, you've got to be a disciplined, responsible agent at all times when you have that freedom. The freedom that this industry will give you if you do telesales is mind-blowing. If you're a face-to-face insurance agent, it'll give you freedom as well, but you're going to be like Pinocchio with strings on you. You're not free, okay? So you don't have the ability to say, you know what, I'm going to go hang out with my aged parent. I'm going to go, okay, go out of state and go somewhere and hang out. I'm going to let my family enjoy those things. I'm going to work in the telespace. I'm going to make my telesales happen. It's phenomenal freedom that it gives me and my agents that partner with me as well. But let me tell you, we have no strings to hold us down, okay? It's phenomenal. The personal freedom that this gives you is big. You aren't going to be told what to do, okay? When you're an independent insurance agent and you've got the things in place, okay, and you've got your way about you, you've got your plan of attack, your plan of action, okay? You're not focused on this being easy. You know it's going to be, okay, not an easy thing, but a simple thing. You just have to keep doing it. You know you're going to be disciplined. The reward is there, okay? And it will give you freedom to say, you know what? I've worked like an animal. I'm going to take a week off. That's okay, okay? And you'll still have income if you stick and stay. You will, because those renewals, the residuals, will follow you, okay, in a good way. That's a good thing. So you spend most of your time as a new insurance agent, focusing on hopefully just one product, because you got to understand the riches are in the niches. Focus on one product first. Just like planting one plant at a time, you can nurture one plant at a time, but an entire garden, when you've never gardened, could be overwhelming. Way too many weeds, way too much to focus on. Everything looks like, okay? You need to focus on one thing at first. But once that plant grows and gets strong, you can take a tomato off and eat it. It's extremely rewarding, and it keeps producing more tomatoes, okay? In insurance, if you really get good and focus on one product, you're going to get amazingly proficient at handling that one product, and it's going to grow into a blossoming business for you that's financially rewarding, and it's going to allow you to have what you want, which is personal freedom and an amazing income opportunity, because you are better prepared to deliver the goods to your consumer. This is all about your consumer. If you're consumer driven, doing the good work, focusing on them, bringing the checks, taking care of their medical bills. If you're selling long-term care insurance, guarding the families from the cost. If you're thinking about long-term care, 70% of the population will need long-term care in their lifetime, period. Look it up on CMS. It'll say the same thing I'm saying. Over 11,000 people a day are turning 65. The opportunity is phenomenal, okay, for income, for freedom, for what you do to be rewarded. But understand, this business is so simple, everybody complicates it. Or you fall into a place of complacency because you didn't act like a business owner. It's very easy to get complacent, okay? Every insurance agent will, okay, go from hero to zero sometimes in the same day, okay? But if you had a successful week, don't stay there, okay? You've got to stay with high activity. Stay with your discipline. Don't get lazy. Don't put your feet up on your desk. Don't rest on your laurels, because you're going to go from what you had, okay, to zero, okay? Every week starts new. You've got to focus, okay, on getting your first sale when you're brand new. So if you're brand new as an insurance agent, please focus on just getting your first sale. Once you get one, big or small, doesn't matter. It's just as hard to get a small sale as it is to attain a big sale. The only difference is digits. It's just digits. Don't be afraid of the big sale. Don't be afraid of the small sale. When you've been trained appropriately, okay, you'll realize the sales skills and the process is the same, okay? Water falls to the lowest point. It always levels, right? Water always levels eventually. You may feel like it's a little rocky at first. It's okay. Trust your training. Make sure you've got a good agency, a good partner in place to help you go through those waters as smooth as possible so that you understand how to navigate being a new insurance agent. It's new. You don't know what you don't know yet. If you need help, you can always reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. I'll help you in any way I can. But let me tell you, being a new insurance agent can kind of be scary sometimes when you don't understand. It's not always going to be easy, but it's extremely rewarding. Focus on the good things. Focus on what you're trying to attain for your clients, okay? Focus on what you're trying to attain for them, and then develop your skills by focusing on one product. And then, and only then, will you add another product offering and make sure you're being mentored right and trained right so that you can bring value to your consumer. This business is so rewarding, but understand it also has some pitfalls as well. A lot of agents will not make it, and they don't make it because they don't have good mentorship. They don't go through a good telemastery program. They don't go through a good insurance training program, and they try to wing it. Okay, if you try to wing it or do stuff just on your own or learning maybe the hard way, it's going to cost you sometimes your career because it's no different than trying to build a home. Okay, I'm not into construction. I'm not great. I can get stuff done, but it doesn't look pretty. It's not my skill set, okay? Insurance sales with Medicare and life insurance is my skill set. But let me tell you, I know what's not. And if I don't have a good mentor in my life, and I decide, you know what, I'm going to buy a bunch of lumber, I'm going to buy a bunch of concrete, and I'm just going to make a house because I know better. You'd realize very quickly that Jason does not know better, and I could accidentally do some things that now I got to wreck the whole house and start over again. And then the code inspector is going to come by and go, whoa, 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 nope, stop right now, we're red tagging that bad boy. Okay, what happens as an insurance agent when you try to build your career, to build the mansion, the rewarding mansion of your career that it will be if you stick and stay, okay, you got to understand you're not going to always just do it yourself. You will do it with your work ethic, but it's good to have a mentor, a guide that says, hey, we need to pour the foundation right before we frame the walls, okay? We don't put the windows in before we put the walls up and some other things up, okay? Don't be putting the carpet down when you don't have the roof on, okay? There's so many things. It's called steps. You've got to have steps in place, and the steps have to happen in an order. With insurance, there is an order in even learning the industry. There is an order that has to take place. When you have things in order, it will give you tremendous certainty, and it's going to help you as a brand new agent have better focus so that you don't fail. It's going to help you have a more rewarding career so that you're not robbed of the opportunity. This business is not always easy, but let me tell you guys, you can make it. Ladies, you can make it. These sweet people need you. 11,000 people per day will be turning 65. Do you know how many people that is to have a conversation with? Do you know how many people need you to reach out and connect with them, to serve them? That's an amazing number. If you're face-to-face, go knock doors. Go talk to people. Go have conversations, okay? So that you can close their needs, their worries with your great product. But your great product alone won't do a thing, no matter how amazing it is, if you don't buy leads or create leads. There's ways to create leads without money. Reach out if you need help. There's ways of doing it if you're face-to-face, okay? But then you got to meet their needs, okay, with high action. You've got to do a lot of things. And when you stick and stay and you focus, when you focus, and you do it right, and you have the right steps in place, those small steps will lead you to the big goal. It will. Those small steps will help you be a more, okay, rewarded agent financially and with the freedom and the opportunity that this career will provide you. There's amazing ways of building your income. There's amazing ways of growing in the industry, okay, by focusing on one product first and then launching into other products. But focus, okay, on your business plan. Focus on how you're going to implement what you know you need to do. Focus on your mentorship. Focus on somebody that's very successful that you can follow, that you can draft, okay? The fastest cars in a race know that they're going to draft somebody that's quicker than them so that they, okay, can have less resistance, wind resistance, when they're racing. And it makes them faster. It takes less effort, less fuel. When you start off, you're buying leads to then meet needs, right? You don't want to waste money. Those leads are precious. Those conversations are precious as well. Not only because you paid for that lead, but more importantly, this prospect needs you and you want to be able to handle them appropriately so that you can close the business, meet the needs, and stick and stay. When you're a brand new agent, focus on the first sale. If you can make one sale, you can make 1,000,000 of them. It's all the same technique. Keep your fundamentals strong. Be focused on the product that you, okay, have chosen to niche down on and really navigate towards just that. And then and only then focus on the other ones. It'll keep your brain free. It'll help you be a more successful agent that will be able to experience the freedom that this industry offers. But understand it's tremendous responsibility that comes with that freedom. You can't get lazy. You've got to have high action. You've got to have good methods about you, okay, and good roadmaps to be able to keep on, okay, the trail. You need high-end scripting as a new insurance agent. You need high-end scripting. You need good material so that you can follow the road, okay? Don't be like a drunk driver trying to make your own script up. You're going to go off the road and get hurt, and I don't want that for you. Have good data, good material, good marketing, good roadmaps, okay, so that you can stick and stay. If you're a new agent, understand it's not always going to be easy. It's not. But if you stick and stay, I promise you it'll be rewarding. It's some of the best paying, okay, roll up your sleeves hard work that you've ever seen in your life. You will make people's lives better. And because you make their lives better, you know what's going to happen? You will have everything you want. You're going to have the renewal income that you desire. You're going to have, okay, explosive growth in your profession because you are better at taking care of your prospects. And that is what matters. You're serving amazing people. I hope this video gives you some perspective about what you need to know as a new agent. Thanks for watching. If you need any help, reach out. I'll help you in any way I can. And I hope you have an amazing day of success. And I hope this opportunity takes you far. Have a good one, you guys. Stick and stay. Never give up.